Welcome back to the series. We're making a bow out of this serviceberry stave. We finished off at floor tillering, so we've got the bow bending enough now to where it's time to make a string for it and get it strung. So both limbs are bending fairly evenly and they're coming down far enough that I can get a string on it. So that'll be our next step, to put a string on it. So anyway, it's time to cut in string grooves. So we're going to come in here usually about 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, kind of depends upon what you like. And we're going to put our string grooves at about a 45-degree angle, starting from the back, going towards the handle on the tip. And then I'm just going to draw a line across the back here to make sure I'm square. Draw a line across the back to make sure I'm square for this one, and then it's going to go same thing, about a 45-degree angle. So I'm going to use this is a special rasp, round wood cutting rasp, but you can use a chainsaw file. It'll just take you a little longer with the chainsaw file. But you want to cut in your groove. And these are just temporary grooves, so that I can get a string on it. You ever want to cut across the back though, because that's cutting through your growth ring on the back of your bow. So if you cut across there, it could break at the tip. The only time you want to cut across the back like that is if you've got string, or you've got glued on tip overlays. You can go across the back if you have tip overlays. Okay, so now we're going to get ready to just build a Flemish twist string for it. So I need to measure the bow. Our overall length is 67 inches. So you take your overall length and add 14 inches for 7-inch loops. And this is a string jig right here. This has marks for the length of your bow in recurve and long bow. And so I could put this on a 67-inch long bow, and you start up here and you wind your string around, and that basically lays out your lengths of your strings. This is a string jig, but most people aren't going to have this, and so the other way to do it is just to measure them out. So you can put a couple clamps on your bench or on something, and then measure 67 plus 14 inches and wrap your strings around the ends of your clamps and then cut them. So I put my clamps 81 inches apart. I tied my string onto one end of the handle. So I'm just going to go around these 8 times, and that'll give me my one bundle. So I'm doing the brown string. You could do it with nails and a piece of wood. You can just have your buddy or your wife or somebody hold one end of the string and measure it out 81 inches each one, but this is one way to do it. Okay, so now we're going to start making our string. So you need to wax up your strings. I'm using beeswax. You just want to run the string with a pinch between your thumb and the wax. You can use, this is actual string wax. You can actually buy string wax, and either one will work fine. Even some regular type of wax, like a candle wax, might work okay, but you want to wax them up so they're kind of sticky. That way they'll twist together better. So I got that one done. I'm going to do this one real quick. You can see the bundle starting to stick together. That's when you kind of know you got enough wax on there. Okay, so this works. This is basically how you would make rope or cordage. If you were going to use primitive materials, your primitive materials would be a lot shorter, and you'd have to splice it in as you go. But it's the same method. Okay. So you want to start. The thing to remember when you're doing this is you got to do the same thing throughout the entire process. Some people twist away from themselves, and then they'll twist away and then lay the string over towards themselves. I twist towards myself and lay the string away. Doesn't matter how you do it, you just have to do it the same throughout the whole process. So you want to twist the string up really tight. I say this mantra as I go. Twist towards, lay away. And then re-pinch it with my thumb and finger. Twist towards and lay away. Twist towards, lay away. Twist towards, lay away. And you're twisting it one way and then twisting it back on itself the other way. This is how all rope is made. Twist towards, lay away, twist towards. And the tighter you get this, the better. Twist towards, lay away. And what you're doing then is you want to get enough of this to make your loop for your knock end on your string. So twist towards, lay away, twist towards, lay away, twist towards, lay away. Do one more, twist towards, lay away. Okay, so that's enough for my loop. However big you want to make your loop, that's how you want to do it. Then you want to match up your colors to colors. So I got white to white, brown to brown. That's why it's better when you're starting out to do two different colors, because it makes it a lot simpler to keep everything in mind. So then I'm doing the same thing. Twist towards, lay away. Twist towards, lay away. I like to kind of hook it on my finger there, or on my pinky, so I can keep hold of it. But anyway, I'm going to do that. Twist towards, as tight as I can get it, lay away, twist towards, lay away. And I'm going to do that until I get down past where these strings end. I want to go about an inch past where those strings end. And where a string ends, it'll stick out like that, but you'll trim those up later. Sometimes you'll have to kind of untangle your strings as you go. But you want to go about an inch past where all your strings end. So then when I get down, so there's one end of the string right there. So then I want to put it on my bow. I want to put this end on my bow just to make sure that it's going to fit. Okay, and then I want to go down to this end, and I want to start this string about 4 inches down from my knock, 3 to 4 inches down from my knock. So that lets me know where I want to start this string. So I step on this end just to keep it, and then I do the same thing. So I got my strands. I'm going to do the same thing. Twist towards myself, lay away. Going twist towards, lay away. Twist towards, lay away. Or it would be twist away, lay towards. Either way. Twist towards, lay away. Twist towards. Some people say I make a left-handed string. My string, when I'm done, you'll twist it clockwise to tighten the string and counterclockwise to loosen it. Most people, when they do their strings, are opposite of that. But I was taught by a guy who was left-handed. And same thing, I got enough for my loop, so I'm going to lay them together, brown to brown, white to white, or whatever color you're using. I like to hook my pinky in there, and then I'm going to do the same thing. Twist it up tight, towards myself, twist towards, lay away, twist towards, lay away, twist towards, lay away. I'm going to do that till I'm at least an inch past where my strings come out. So if you're doing multiple colors, you could have more than 2 bundles. You could have 3 bundles, 4 bundles, and then you would twist and lay away each one, or twist towards each one. If you were doing primitive cordage in the woods, your fibers would be a lot shorter, like if you're doing sinew or plant fiber, and you would have to constantly splice in as you go. And when I'm done with this end, I want to grab both ends, give it a good pull, and then I want to twist one end opposite each other, so that I'm going to twist this up a little bit. Okay. Give it a good pull. And then what I like to do is I like to hook one end on a nail or a vise, or a nail or something, so that I can give it a good stretch. I want to give it a good pull, good stretch, and then I want to re-wax the whole thing. Now I might have to twist this up quite a bit more. Once I go to put on the bow, I'll have to see where I'm at lengthwise. But there you go, there's the Flemish twist string.